And it seems like we're live. Let's see. Things look okay. Let me know if you guys can hear me. If there's anybody in the chat right now, let me know. Looks like I'm live still. Yeah. All right. Let's see if the site is ready to go as well. Let's refresh this. Make sure. Yeah, they look like they're ready to go. All right. So now we're just waiting for the tip. Good morning. This is the Orlando Magic Nation, your source for all things Orlando Magic on YouTube, for Magic fans, by a Magic fan. And this is the live stream of Franz and Tristan and the rest of Team Germany against Finland for a spot in the gold medal match. It's FIBA, so right now it's 6:58 a.m. where I'm at, and game's supposed to start at 7, so they're normally right on time, which is great for everyone involved. Game goes by quicker. We all get home quicker. We all get on with the rest of our day. So that way, it's really good. So to kind of set the stage, this is an Orlando Magic fan site, so mostly focused on Franz and Tristan. So if you're here for Team Germany as a whole, I've watched a lot of Team Germany so far in their EuroBasket prep as well as the tournament. So I do know some of the other guys on the team, but for the most part, we're just focusing on Franz and Tristan for the commentary and just level of interest. So that's just to let you guys know that in advance. So if you're tuning in to hear a lot of Isaac Bonga information, it's not going to be that's not going to be your live stream. Obviously, again, I do know about him just from watching him play with Team Germany the last few years since I'm a big Magic fan and I'm watching Team Germany a lot. So these two teams played in the group stage, and Germany prevailed by I think 35. So we'll see. Finland the last couple games have played very very well. Obviously, to make it all the way to the semifinals, this is I think the farthest they've been into the tournament. So it's unprecedented, and we'll see. They might it hopefully is a better game. We all want to watch good basketball, and that's what we're here for. But we're looking to make sure that Franz and Tristan are continuing to develop as they should over the course of the summer. And we'll see. Obviously, there's the prevailing notion that Franz doesn't come through very much in the clutch or doesn't come through in high pressure situations. So hopefully he's able to have a good game and start to quiet some of those naysayers, let's say. And like I said, it's FIBA, so they're about to start. They're 7 o'clock on the dot. So let's see how things go. Their basketball is always so shiny in FIBA. Anyway, here's the tip, and it's controlled by Finland. Finland beat Georgia and Goga in the last game. So I've also seen a few matches of Finland so far. Number 34's got the ball. I don't remember all their names, though, obviously. So the big one to stop is going to be Lauri Markkanen. And they Jantun, Jantunen scored the first 2 points for Finland and a nice little turnaround over Tice. Schroeder has the ball up top. Franz comes off a curl. Schroeder takes his man, throws it up. Tice with the offensive rebound and put back. They're going to have to punish Markkanen inside. Obviously, Markkanen is their best player, so they're going to have to put him in action just like they did last time. Bonga is going to be the first defender on him. There he is. Bonga they switch for whatever reason. Markkinen gets to catch and shoot, misses the three. Long rebound to Opes. And there they go. Germany's trying to run. Franz with the ball on the left side. Dribbles pick and roll with Tice. They go with Tice. Franz with a little bit of a sidestep, misses his jumper. Ball batted out to Schroeder. Schroeder with the three. Still off right now. Schroeder is not shot well the last couple games. The 1-3 he did hit last game was huge. Finland with the ball. They get a corner three by Little. So Finland's up 5-2 over Germany. Schroeder back with the ball at top of the key. Pick and roll with Tice. And a nice easy dunk down the lane. Much of the same that they did versus Slovenia for those 2 or 3 plays in a row, actually. So they just got to keep, again, putting Markkanen in action, making him play defense, try to tire him out as much as possible. He's not as great of a player as Luka, so I don't think he's going to go for 39, but we'll see. Tice moving his feet, but Little gets past him. Really good job. Oh, not Little. One of the other guys. 34 on Finland. Nice drive. Franz with the ball at the top of the key. Over to Banga on the right wing. Back to Franz up top. 9 to shoot on the shot clock. And he tries to bowl over number 19, and he misses it. Markkanen with the ball. No, I was gonna say I thought they called a foul. It's EuroBasket, of course. So there's always the take foul that they do to try to slow down. Oh, that they do to try to slow down the fast break. So that's the only thing from FIBA that I would take away, because for me it's exciting to have things free flowing and having the fast break come about. So I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that bit there. Anywho, Schroeder was down after the foul. Schroeder fell and looked like he was holding his knee, but he seems to be okay. He's back up. 7-4 Finland leading. Over to number 19, Jankanen. There's a mismatch down low. Number 18. Oh, that is Jankanen. I always forget 18 and 19. Anywho, so 9-4. Germany's down. Another time. Franz, nice move on the inside. Misses the layup. But he's going to be able to get that all day. So that's going to be fine. Schroeder, good defensive play to knock the ball out and stop the fast break there. Still Finland's up 9-4 on Germany with 6:57 left in the first quarter. Hopefully Germany plays with a little bit more urgency than it did in the last game. Franz again at the top of the key. Bonga comes over to set a pick. Franz straight line drive, misses the layup again. And Tice also misses the putback. Finland wants to run, so this should be a fast-paced game. Finland's going to want to run. Germany's going to want to run, so it should be some entertaining basketball for us this morning. They're going to trigger the ball under their own basket, Finland. Nice play to get away from Obst. Number 34 with another basket. Nice little layup on the inbounds. 11-4, Finland. 5 of 6 they're shooting so far, Finland is, versus 2 of 9 for Germany. Pick and roll again. They play good defense this time. Turn the ball over. They get a nice, for whatever reason, that was a bad play by Finland. The guy someone who's not the point guard was trying to do a nice little spray from the paint out to the 3-point line, and he didn't have possession at all, and he just kind of went out of bounds. Bonga over to Schroeder. Let's see if Schroeder can get off the schneid. Franz is 0 for 2. Schroeder's now up. Schroeder got fouled. So Schroeder's going to go to the line. Hopefully get to see the ball go through the basket at this point. He did score 20 points, so it sounds like he had a horrible game. He didn't play very efficiently. Him and Franz both didn't play very efficiently last game, but they still scored 99 points versus Slovenia. So that just shows how good their offense is. That didn't seem like they played well in the slightest, and they still were able to score 99 points. So Schroeder makes the first, lining up the second, shoots that second, and gets that one to go. Of course, they got to show the Schroeder clan, all the little him and his little boys. So Finland up 11-6 so far. Markkanen pump fakes, drives, sprays it out to number 34. Number 34 is here to play. He's 3 for 3. That one was from three over on the left corner. Finland up 14-6. Schroeder lines up a three from top of the key. Hey, he got one to go. He was only 1 of 9 last game, so hopefully that gets him going. See, you hit some free throws, see the ball go to the basket. Hopefully now he's going to be on a roll. Marketing at the top against Banga. They set a screen and they switch. So now there's a mismatch on Schroeder, and Marketing does a little running little hook. Looks like Schroeder is called for the foul. Finland's other guys, if they're going to be hitting threes, so it was an and one for Lauri Markkanen. Let's see when he gets his free throw. If the Finnish, the other Finnish players, if they're going to be hitting threes, it's going to be a very long night for Germany. And Markkanen misses the free throw, so it ends up being a 7 point lead for Finland, 16-9. Franz gets the ball up quickly and dunks the ball in. It's gonna be something they can do all day. Franz had his way with them in the group stage, so they just have to play a little better. Nice back cut by Lauri Markkanen. So he comes back down the lane with a dunk. 18-11, Finland, Germany. Finland over Germany. With 4:42 left in the first quarter. Little pick and roll. Banga wide open for three. Splash. 14 points for Germany. 18 points for Finland. They're trying to post up. Yeah, so Little with the ball at the top of the key. Schroeder's behind him. They try to throw an alley oop. Tice reads it, stops the ball. Franz and one off the break. So Bonga did a great job on that fast break. He was out on the wing. Franz dove right in front of the basket, and got that one to go. Yeah, this is gonna be a high octane game. I think that's gonna be exciting. Franz at the line, hits that free throw. And now it's his regular break time. Actually, he's a little late for him coming out of the game. So Tristan subs in for Franz, which is going to be the normal rotation on the Magic, hopefully, you would expect. So Finland up 18. Germany is down by 1. So Finland 18, Germany 17. Working on a little out of control. Comes in, misses the turnaround on Banga, and out of bounds on Finland. So Germany, after such a blazing start by Finland, is able to right now could take the lead for the first time. Bonga over to Schroeder. Schroeder probing. Another try to do another pick and roll. Now Finland already can see it. So Finland is doing a good job of adjusting. Markkanen over in the corner misses the three. We also got to remember Markkanen hasn't been in too many pressure games either. He hasn't been in the playoffs in the NBA. He misses both his threes there. 2-on-1 break for Germany, and they get the ball to go in. Germany takes the lead, 19-18. Markkanen missed two corner threes on the left side there, missed them both. So even Tiemann, they have run in the court. That's who finished the last. That's who finished in the fast break on that one. So number 9 came off. Germany's doing a good job staying on the shooters because those guys were on fire against Georgia, those shooters off the bench. Nice pass by Schroeder to Bonga for another easy basket. Defense to offense, baby. Defense to offense. Germany's up 21-19 on Finland. It looks like Germany woke up. It looks like Germany woke up defensively. Both teams basically are doing a lot of pick and roll, and they're going to have to make an adjustment, both teams, because the other team knows what they're doing and they keep jumping. So either the pass is going to have to be lofted a little bit higher so it gets over that defender who's just hedging now and jumping in advance to get the steal. That's something that both Georgia and Germany have. Both Germany and Finland have been doing in this game so far. So we'll see. The thing of I love the FIBA listening to the coaches talk in the huddle. Obviously, in the States, we'd be in a commercial at this point. Just, oh, I'm watching a Coke commercial or I'm watching a Honda commercial or something like that. But on the feed here, I'm watching the game on court 1891, courtside 1891. And it's just replays of the key plays so far. And then after that, it's listening to the coaches talk to their team. Obviously, it's FIBA, so it's in a lot of different languages. So you got to know all the different languages to know exactly what's being talked about. But it's still really cool to see the urgency that the coach is instilling on the team and making sure that they know that hey, like this is the semifinals, baby. We got to get going. All right, to do a reset, Germany is up 21-3. Sorry, 21-18. They're up by 3 with 2 minutes 47 seconds left. Finland has the ball on the top of the key now. They try to throw another play and they turn the ball over again. It's their 5th turnover in the first quarter so far. Bonga is coming out. So now Oscar's going to play. Oscar, I always want to say Oscar de la Hoya. I don't know why. But Oscar de Silva, Tristan's older brother, is going to be playing now. We don't know who's going to play against. Schroeder has the ball on the right side. Schroeder feels like he's got a better pep in his step. He's rejected out of bounds by number 30 on Finland. And Schroeder gets a technical foul. You gotta love FIBA. Technical foul. The referees don't give star treatments. Luca got a technical foul with like 7 minutes left in the first quarter last German game. And man, it's so chill. What he did. They just want to tee you up in FIBA. It's jarring for us who watch only NBA for the most part because man, he just asked him a question. He wasn't upset. He wasn't screaming at the guy. He was just like, "Hey, I'm getting hit on the side. The guy is putting his hand, and he just talking to the guy, and poof, Tristan curls. Ooh, big 3 by Tristan. Tristan came off a curl action right off the out of bounds, and he was right on the right side corner 3. Hits it. 24-19, Germany. Good to see they woke up. Tiemann falls off the screen. Good rebound by Tristan. Nice pick and roll again. Oscar De Silva with the layup. 26-19, Germany. They finally woke up after that horrible start at the beginning. Germany 26, Finland 19. Foul call on Germany. Foul on Tristan. It was a good move by the Finnish guy to get open there. Good to see Tristan hit that 3. Tristan hasn't really been involved in the offense much in the last couple games. So it's good to see him get an early shot and for him to hit it from the corner. That's what we're going to need from him in the season upcoming. He's going to be a key cog off the bench this year. The big thing for me is his ability. I call him Franz light, and Finland hits both free throws in that he can do everything. So the hard part for me is that he seems that he'll just kind of fade into the background too often. Germany with the feed inside the Tiemann. One of the Finnish guys looks like he rolled his ankle, so he's down right now. It's going to be an and one situation for Germany, but the German guys came over to say like, hey, hopefully you're okay. Oh, so the guy turned his ankle on the way back, so he was down. So it was 4-on-5 for Germany. So they end up getting the basket and the foul. It wasn't like soccer where the guy just kicks the ball or just throws the ball out of bounds or kicks the ball out of bounds. It's a little bit different, the culture in soccer versus football or football versus basketball. And Tiemann's able to finish the and one. So Germany's up by 8 now with a minute 26 to go. To finish that point on Tristan, I just want him to not fade into the background. He's too good to fade into the background, which is what happened far too often last year. Finland hits a three from the outside. Number 13 hits it. Franz is back in. So now Franz is playing with Tristan. Yeah, Franz, yeah, I think Franz is at what, small forward or shooting guard, I think. Low with a step back three, short. Long rebound to Finland. They're out running. Oh, good defense. Got that block. Oh, that's low. Coming up with a big defensive play on a fast break. Able to block the shot of the Finnish player. 47 seconds left in the first. Germany up 29 to 24. Low bringing the ball up past half court over on the left side, trying to post up Tiemann on a smaller guy, number 13 on Finland, and he's fouled. Let's get the stats. Oh, they normally have player stats. For some reason, they don't in this game. They just have regular stats. That's a shame. Starting lineup, game history. Huh. Normally they have the stats of the players. Teeman misses the first free throw. It's always a little bit ahead of the feed. That's why I'm not try not to look at the screen too often because they tell you what's going on. Also, if anybody that puts down in a comment in the chat, I'm not normally looking at the screen because I don't want to get spoiled. 30 to 26, 30 to 24, Germany leads with 20 seconds left in the first. Markkanen comes off a curl, and there's a blocking foul on Germany. It was a weird angle. Tiemann, for some reason, kind of was, instead of being, normally when somebody takes a charge, they're perpendicular to the basket. He was a bit more parallel with the basket. So he wasn't going directly to the basket. He was basically going to the side and just kind of doing like a sweeping motion. And then the guy tried to draw the foul there, the blocking foul. A little bit odd, but Is what it is. Marketing at the line hits the first. And again, I get spoiled by looking at the screen. This is why I'm not going to look at the screen too much. Hits the second one. Germany leads by 4. So even as well as Germany's played the last 6, 7 minutes, Finland's still in the game. Lowe brings the ball up with 10 seconds left in the game, past half court. Pick and roll with Franz. Says nothing's there. More action, more action. Lowe gets the ball over to Franz at the buzzer for 3. Air ball. That was a little too far out. I like to see that Franz's 3, or I like to see when Franz's 3 is in the flow of the offense, and that one was it was a last second shot. It was just a little too far out. I don't know for me. I'm not a big. I never understand. Excuse me. I never understand why Franz and other guys in the NBA as well just shoot from so far away for no reason. He didn't need to shoot it from that far away. He could have gone a bit closer, and especially people that struggle a bit from 3. I just don't get why they go as far as possible away from the 3 point line to try to hit those. But anywho, all right. Since it's the end of the first quarter, Germany up 30-26 on Finland. Let's see. Now I'm jumping in to see the comments. So Luis Rosario, I've been watching your podcast for a while. Where are you located? I'm in the west coast of Canada, near Vancouver, is where I'm at. So it's a bit early of a, it's a bit early for me, but and the rest of the fam is asleep, so I'm trying not to be too loud. But that's that. Finland suck, blew a huge lead. Yeah, so far, but they're hanging in there, which is hopefully it's going to be a good game. I love basketball. I want Germany to win, of course, for Franz and Tristan's sake, but I just want to see good basketball. Lewis Franz with the shot and the foul. Yeah, Tristan and Franz sub is going to be part of the Magic lineup decision this year. I hope so. I hope they carve out more of a just better role for Tristan. Now he has to earn it, right? That's just you don't just get anything in the NBA. You shouldn't just get anything in the NBA. I hope he does do a much better job of initiating. This ain't a good game. Gonna be a blowout. Well, let's hopefully not. I hope it's not gonna be much of a blowout. All right, we started the second quarter now. Tristan with the ball on the right side. Nice little runner. Nice pump fake. That's it. Tristan's shooting 50%, well, higher than 50% now from 3 in the tournament now. So once you start getting hot from the outside, then the closeout's going to come hard, and that's it. He just attacked the closeouts, made it a weird off off step runner, but hey, as long as it goes in, that's all that matters. Finland has the ball, top of the key. So now it's 32-26. Germany leads. Finland misses the runner. Tristan with the rebound up to Franz. Franz getting fouled. In transition, this one looks like it should be a shooting foul. They didn't get to him as early as they like to take fouls in FIBA. So Teeman out, Bonga in. Yep, Franz is going to be on the line shooting 2. I'm also listening to I'm not even listening to the game. I'm just watching the game. I watch it on mute. Let's see if I always feel like they have closed caption on there, but I never see it on the feed. No, they don't got closed caption. Franz hits the first free throw. It's such a shame too, man. He hits his free throws so smoothly. For whatever reason, that outside shot just isn't coming back right now. Hits that second one. So Germany's up by 8, 34-26. Ooh, they almost turned the ball over in the backcourt. Low, low. Oh, they didn't call a foul. So Germany, oh, it's the teenagers. Micah's in. Little tries to go back, marking him with the ball with 3 seconds left against Bonga. Is going to have to take a step back three. Misses that one. Tice up for the rebound. Franz in transition. They're going to slow it down. Low is fouled on the ground. Tristan's getting more run right now, which is good. Like I've mentioned in some of my videos that I thought that Tristan's role was going to be bigger when Voigtman went out. Probably mispronounced the name. Sorry, all the Germans out there. So right now, Tristan, he's earning his run, which is great, with 5 quick points. This is as many points as he had all last game. Low with the ball at the top, over to Franz, over on the left wing. Markkanen comes out on him, but then they leave him wide open. Gets the ball to Tristan, over to Low, 6 on the shot clock. Franz top of the key, little step back. Ooh, in and out. You can just feel the pressure on every one of his threes. Good D by Germany to get back. Finland ball movement. They stay on the shooters, which is smart. And Tice is gonna get a foul. A little too handsy. Max Huni. Germany's done a good job of getting out to the shooters, the bench shooters for Finland, who came out blistering hot last game against Georgia. If Germany just puts pressure on these guys, it will end up. I think they will start to break. 8 minutes left in the second quarter. Germany still up by 8. Cross court pass there. Another missed three for Finland. Offensive rebound. Another three. Another miss. Bonga with the rebound here. Schroeder over to Franz in the open court. They get back. Finland's doing a good job of getting back. Schroeder out to Franz. Franz is going to drive and get fouled. He took a weird angle on that one. He went from the right side, kind of cut across the paint, and then kind of slithered back towards the right side. And Grandison, number 34, on Finland, got called for the foul there. So Franz back at the free throw line. As I mentioned in the last video of their quarterfinal match, it's star. Like Franz is a star, of course. Franz is a superstar, and at least in my humble opinion, might be a bit biased, of course, but what he did, even though he didn't shoot very well, wasn't super efficient, going 5 of 17 in the last game. Him continuing to push and him continuing to get to the line. He's only 2 of 8 so far from the field in today's game. Him getting to the line, him contributing that way, him still being forceful, and having impact and an imprint on the game, that's how a superstar is supposed to be. So we love that. So Germany's up by 10. Finland with a miss. Oops has the ball in the open court, and Oops is a threat to shoot at any point. Finland takes a take foul there. Jantanen probably takes the foul there. So Finland, you can't really go cold too long against Germany because Germany will be scoring. That's just what they do, obviously. 30-point first quarter. That puts them at a 120-point pace. They've scored that much before in the tournament. I doubt they'll score that much, but still, you never know. Franz gets the ball in a nice curl under their basket and gets the layup. 12-point lead for Germany, 38-26. Maybe they were right that the game is not going to be too close. There goes the player stats. All right. So, got the player stats up now. 38-26, Germany leads with 7 minutes and 13 seconds left in the second quarter. If we look quickly at the stats, Franz is up to 11 points, 1 rebound, no assists on in 10 minutes of game action so far. It's 3 of 9, 0 of 2 from 3. 5 of 5 from the free throw line. You gotta love that. Lauri Markkanen is leading scorer for Finland. 6 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 of 7 shooting. Germany has the long bodies to be able to put in front of him, so he might get his points just from sheer volume of shooting, but it's not going to be an efficient day, I would say, for Lauri Markkanen. Tristan with 5 points, Bonga with 5 points, and Tiemann with 6 points. So, as you see, Germany's already starting to get on the fast break, get easy baskets, and the defensive intensity is there where it didn't feel like it was versus Slovenia. Been in Orlando and a Magic fan since 1989. How did you become a Magic fan so far away? No, I'm from Orlando. I'm just now here. I travel for a living, so I'm in Vancouver-ish area now. Ooh, big we're back to game action there. Marketing cleans up a miss by Finland with a nice putback dunk. Schroeder with the ball on the left. Over to Bonga, who's wide open. Ooh, looked like they were just trying to give him that shot, and he missed it. It rattled in and out. Tice with the putback. Germany 40, Finland 28. So yeah, I travel for a living. I'm from Orlando. My family's still in Orlando, so that's why I'm a Magic fan. Not from '89. I was a little young for '89, but all the Shaq teams since then has been when I was a fan of the Magic. Missed by Finland. Ooh, try to do a nice little no look pass. Schroeder tried to Schroeder went down the lane with a nice trying to make a nice no look pass, but it was read by Finland and they intercepted it, trying to get Bonga another easy basket. And I'm not saying I was too young in 1989. I wasn't watching basketball in '89 just yet. I started watching just like a lot of people when the Jordan era started in full when he was winning championships. Like I can remember the Blazers championship that they won, that the Bulls beat the Blazers in that finals. That's the one that I remember. So on the inbound, Germany's fouled. Schroeder is back at the line, hits the first. Schroeder up to 6 points now, and the second. Germany up 14, 42-28. Maybe it's not going to be a good game. A good all around game. We, of course, it'll be a good game for us as a Magic fan if Franz and Tristan play well and advance. Whoa. Yeah, the coach is going to get a technical. The coach in Finland's going to get a technical. My man got super red and was out there throwing a little temper tantrum because Germany did look like they were fouling, but he's in the ear of the ref. They show a replay there. He's like a little guy, so it's really cute. Opes with the free throw. Hopefully that get Opes on. Hopefully that gets him going a bit. So now it's a 15-point lead. Germany's up is up 43-28. 5 minutes 46 seconds left in the game. Winner of this game goes to the gold medal match. Switch up top. Schroeder on 34. Mismatching down low. Number 18. Yantinen on Schroeder. Schroeder kept fighting and was able to force the Finnish player for to a travel on the mismatch. Yeah, the starting five for the Finland team is gonna have to play a lot. They're gonna have to shorten their rotation. It looks like the guys who just went out are back in. 15-point lead for Germany. 5:36 left in the second quarter. Schroeder walks the ball up over on the left side. Franz comes through over to Tiemann. Pick and roll for Bonga. Bonga back to Tiemann. Franz in the right corner. That's where I want you. And he hits it. Exactly what I say. If you watch my videos, I say Franz catch and shoot in the corner. I think he can hit those, and that's exactly what happens there. Franz up to 14 points. That's his first three of the games. The first three in a few games, actually. It's a mismatch down low. Oops. Gets taken advantage of there by Jantanen. Schroeder came over to double. Wasn't enough. So Franz is up. Top of the key over to Bunga. Back cut by Schroeder over to Tiemann to Franz. Catch and shoot on the right. Back to back threes. Yeah, okay. It's not going to be a good game. If Franz going to be hitting threes on you, forget it. So Franz, 12 points in the quarter. Hit the last two threes in a row. Finland's now 19. Yeah, Germany was always going to be a hard task for for Finland. Straight line drive gets the basket number 21 on Finland. Schroeder's probing back to Tiemann over to Opes. Yeah, he's way behind the 3 point line. But yeah, he's just been off. He airballs that one. He's been a little off for whatever reason. But both of Franz's threes have come off of catch and shoots. Mm. A little bit of a hitch in that second one. And like I say, we need to embrace the hitch. It's all good. You want to hitch? Hitch it up, baby. As long as you're hitting it, I don't care. So 2 of 3 from three for Franz in this second quarter. Now 2 for 2 in the second quarter, 2 of 3 in the game. Pick and roll, Jantanen down the lane, over Tiemann. Easy two for Finland. They're going to need more of that. And Germany's going to have to start going cold because they're at 49 points with 3 minutes left. Franz is posting up. Ball deflected out. Yeah, Germany. Germany has just too much firepower, and if they're playing well, really, no, I don't feel anybody can stop Germany. I feel Germany can stop Germany, really. And the way they were playing the last couple games didn't feel like there was anything that the other team was doing. It was more just their energy and their focus, to be honest. Having watched enough of Germany in the last couple games or in the last couple years, you can see they're a well-oiled machine. All right, ball into Franz. Schroeder turns the corner, layup and one on Finland. Yeah, there's nothing like Finland is Finland's screwed. If Germany's going to be Germany's engaged, Germany's focused, Germany has the energy. I knew they were going to beat Finland. I was hoping for not it being another 35-point victory because I like basketball and I want to have a nice, interesting game. And both quarterfinals on Wednesday were pretty good games. So that always adds to the enjoyment of basketball. All right, Schroeder at the line to add the one. Boom. Completes the 3 point play. 52-34, Germany over Finland. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left in the second quarter. Little with the ball. Franz guarding him there. Markkanen, they still don't have Markkanen back in the game. Nice spin move by number 13 to get in the lane and hit it with the left hand. Schroeder off the right side. Franz, heat check for Franz, misses that one. Low runs down the rebound, unable to get it back in play. Look at Franz, huh? Again, though, Franz was so far out. I don't understand why he shoots from so far out. Oh well. Maybe it's one of those unanswerable questions. Ooh, nice bit of dribbling by Low. A little. Markkanen back in the game for Finland. Has the ball to top against Schroeder. Obviously, the matchup there, or a mismatch there. Double comes. Is that the Micah kid? Yeah, the Micah kid. So if you don't know, there's a teenager that's on the Finnish team. He's yeah, he's going into his senior year of high school, and he's out here fearlessly shooting threes. He's the one that had that real big dunk earlier in the tournament. So he's a lanky kid. It seems he's an NBA draft prospect already. So we'll see. He still has another couple years. So I guess he would be in the 27 NBA draft. So we'll see. So quick little run for Finland, but that three cuts the lead to 13, 52 to 39. Germany leads by 13 with 2 minutes 21 seconds left, but Germany called timeout to kind of settle the guys down. If we look at the scoring right now, Franz 17 points, 1 rebound on 5 of 12 shooting, 2 of 5 from 3. We take that any day. 2 of 5, that's beautiful. Schroeder with 10 points, Jantanen with 9 points, Markkanen 8 points. I don't know how to pronounce that next name. That's number 13 on Finland. Ho. Then Tice with 6 and Tiemann with 6 as well. 13-point lead so far. To me, I think this game has gone how I thought. I just thought Finland might be able to do a little bit better getting the ball in the basket. Unfortunately for them, they've turned the ball over too often and just aren't hitting the threes like they were against Georgia and Serbia. So Schroeder with the ball on the top of the key. Step back three, hits that three. Whoop, and no one gets back or no one focuses on getting back. And number 13 dunks the ball in transition. Hey, Finland needs to play more up pace. They need to get easy baskets. The hard part for them is going to have to be to stop Germany's offense for them to get back into this game, like truly back into the game. Cut this to less than 10 points before the end of the half. Hits the free throw to complete the 3-point play. So Germany 55, Finland 42. With a minute 50 left in the first half. Team in is going against Markkanen on the left block. Out to Franz. Over to Tristan. Pump fakes. Gets the kid off his foot. Franz for another three. Again, catch and shoot. Franz catch and shoot. Hits another three. It's 3 of 6 from 3-point land now. 3 of 5 in this second quarter. And Markin, no, was a Marinin, I think is how you pronounce the kid's name. He gets a nice easy one off the mismatch. So Teeman, again, they're posting up Markinen. That's the smart thing to do. Just make him work. Sprays the ball out to Tristan in the right wing. He misses that three. Hopefully Tristan's able to diversify his 3-point shot a bit more. Oof. Number 13 for Finland comes down and hits that three. He's pumped about it. It's an 11-point lead for Finland. Sorry, for Germany. 58-47. German lead. Franz probing against Markkanen. Guys coming over. Tristan catch and shoot three. Hit another three for Tristan on the right side there. That's what you want. You want to punish them because they were hedging a second player over to Franz to cut off his drive, and Tristan just stayed in that area, stayed ready. Franz gets the ball over to him, about a foot over the 3 point line, and hits it. Super nice. Hopefully that's what happens for the Magic this year. If people start to hedge and start to try to block a wall off the paint for Franz, they got to make him pay. Oof. And number 9 over in the corner for Finland for three at the buzzer. Doesn't go in. And Marinin came in flying for a dunk off of the miss, but didn't count. It was after the buzzer. That kid can fly, huh? It's gonna be interesting. We'll see what ends up coming up of him. All right, at the half, 61-47. Germany up against Finland. Finland's gonna have to hope that they cool off. That's gonna be the only way that they have an opportunity. I'm sorry, they can't they can't slow down Germany's offense. This is the second game in a row that Germany's scored, not at will. Don't want to say it like that, but they've been able to score pretty easily on Finland. All right, if we reset here, Franz, 20 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. That last assist was to Tristan on that second 3 pointer there. On 17 minutes of game action, 6 of 13 from the field, 3 of 7. He's actually shooting better from three than on 2 point baskets, so that's pretty funny. So 3 of 7 from two, 3 of 6 from three, and 5 of 5 from the free throw line. Leading Finland is number 13. I just can't pronounce that guy's name. Sorry. Kamhua. Nakamhua. He has 13 points for Finland. Schroeder has 13 points as well. 1 rebound, 8 assists already. And then Jankinen with 9 points, 2 rebounds. Then Tristan, 8 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. And Lauri Markkanen only has 8 points so far at the half on 3 of 8 shooting, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. If we look at the game stats, they should tell the same story there. So Germany has more field goal attempts, obviously more field goals made. They're shooting 60%, 61% if you round up for the game. Finland scoring 58 or shooting 58% as well. So it looks real bad. It doesn't look like there's a lot of defense being played, but Germany has gone out and forced some turnovers. The German team, 63% from two, 72% from 2 point land for Finland. So they're shooting what, 13 of 18. Yowza. From 2 point land, it's their 3 pointers, and we knew that. We knew they were going to have to shoot from three. In the first half last game, they shot 10 of 15 from three in the first half, and this one so far only 5 of 14. They were going to have to shoot a higher percentage to beat this German team, so they're only shooting 36%. Germany's shooting 50% from three. Not going to be Germany if they're shooting 50% from three. Germany's out rebounded Finland. Not surprising. It felt like Finland was really starting to exert themselves a bit more in that area, but nope. And Germany's out has more assists. They've forced already 7 turnovers, and that's the big thing. Obviously, Finland's shooting a high percentage, but they are turning the ball over. So Germany's got the advantage there. And yeah, let's see anything in the chat right now. If you watch Lockdown Magic, yeah, you have. Oh, nice. All right, so yeah, Louis out there just talking about Locked On Magic and yeah, and on the other podcasts. Yeah, I haven't watched Locked On. I ever since I started doing the pod, I didn't want to be swayed as much, so I haven't been watching Locked On anymore, just because I didn't want to get swayed in my takes, basically. It looks like anytime I actually do check on it, it looks like we're on the same page. So maybe all my years or my year or my 2 years I think I've been watching him of Philip Rossman Reich is in my head now, and I'm just thinking like him. Who knows? But yeah, I'll be back in Orlando. I think I'm gonna be back in Orlando in December, so I'm gonna try to hit a game up before I go to Europe. So during the season, I'm going to be in Europe mostly. So it's going to be early mornings for me. It's going to be a bit of a challenge to watch the games live, but I've done it before. I've been to Europe a few years in a row now, so we will see on that. I grew up watching Dr. J play 61. Nice. Dr. J. That's one of those, and it's such a shame that the NBA doesn't have better records, or just you don't have as much film as you would think. Even the Magic, I kind of wanted to do a few reaction videos of watching old games for the Magic, some important games for the Magic, like the preseason. Their first preseason game is up online by the Orlando put it on there, and it's something that I wanted to watch, and I probably will watch. We still have a couple weeks after this tournament. I of no basketball, so I might want to watch those games and react to them. And it's just real hard to find anything online, or even like through League Pass or any of the other forms of being able to get NBA content or NBA old archive footage. It's so hard to find any of that stuff that, man, it's like I'd love to be able to watch a game with Dr. J and see that it's only on the Hardwood Classics and NBA TV and stuff like that. And now we'll see the NBA TV, I guess, has been gutted just with the new media deal since Turner lost the lost their bid to continue to have the NBA. So so I'd love to meet. So I'll be posting obviously pods all the way through December and through the season, and who knows how long I'll be doing this. But yeah, I'd love to meet up and get one of those wooden signs for my pod. That'd be great. It won't just be stuff in the background. Let's see. I want to see Germany versus Turkey for the championship. It's a prequel for the years of NBA championship between the Rockets and the Magic, with better results for the Magic this time. Let's go Magic. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I think those have been the best two teams in the tournament so far. I haven't watched really much of a Turkey game other than the group stage match versus Serbia. I watched the fourth quarter of that one because I've been mostly looking at been mostly looking at the sorry, got distracted there. I've been mostly just watching the Team Germany and Team Georgia, obviously for Franz, Tristan, and Goga. What is opening widget? So yeah, this is only the third one still, the third live I've done so far. So there's still some of these things that I'm not super familiar with. Looks like I'm still streaming. Why does it say? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if all's going perfectly well, but let me know. Let me know if for some reason the feed is gone out or my audio has gone out or anything like that. It seems that I have a warning sign on here. have a warning sign, and what's on the screen right now is not what's in real life. So let me know if there's a problem with the live. Anywho, we'll continue. Hopefully, I'm still live. Hopefully, it's still streaming as we're still in the halftime. It's 61-47 at half. Germany leads Finland. If we're talking specifically about Franz, this is the kind of game that we'd hope for. Obviously, when we look at his stats, he's shooting much better this game than he did last game. Slovenia didn't really have the best defense either, so it's not like they were stopping him and they were able to keep him from doing the things he wanted to do. He got to the basket. He just missed some of the layups. He got pretty open threes, a few open threes, and also he just wasn't making those either. So it was a bad game shooting wise for Franz from the field. But again, shot 13 of 14 from the free throw line. So he was definitely making sure that he was out there and he was continuing to work, and continuing to push the tempo because that's his game, especially in FIBA. That's his game, getting in the open court, getting the mismatches, trying to post up, and he doesn't always hit catch and shoot threes or doesn't always shoot his threes in the flow of the offense, but it's still something that we hope he continues to develop on. He's done it a couple times in this game. In the second quarter, he hit a nice 3-pointer off of an inbound play. Exactly what I've been hoping and what I've been talking about in my past videos is for him to be in the corner a little bit more. Just catch and shoot in the corners. He doesn't have a horrible percentage from that corner. So hopefully it's something that he sees some success in. He sees that that's what he's going to be able to offer for the Magic this season. Now again, that's another thing that I've talked about a bunch as well. Though it's the geometry of the team now. Obviously, it's the NBA, so there's always going to be two guys parked in the corner in any set, basically. There's always going to be two guys there. There's going to be either pick and roll in the middle, or there's going to be different back screens, things like that. That's just kind of boilerplate, cookie cutter NBA offense, which we weren't, I wouldn't say, the most creative on our offense a lot of the times with the Magic this past season. But having the guys on the corners is going to be something that we will continue to have, I suspect, just because it's the way the offenses are run in the NBA. I'd like for Franz to be that and also just stay there because a lot of the times, even for Team Germany, that's where he starts off. He starts off in the corner and then he comes off a pick, gets the ball in the top of the key, and that's where he starts the offense from there. Then he should probably stay there a little bit more to also free up space for Schroeder to drive or Paolo in the NBA to drive. Um, the only thing, of course, he needs to hit him, but I think he actually does hit them at a okay enough pace. It's better than the 29% that he shoots overall. He shoots it better from the corner there, and it's even in my little breakdown of the NBA 2K26, they had him as a hot section. One of his hot sections on the court is from the corner, from the left corner to be more specific. But he hit one from the right corner here in this game, and that's what I think he can do. And it's a closer shot instead of him. Maybe that's partially why he has the hitch because he has to launch it from so far away that he just is like, here we go, and he shoots it that way. I don't know, but with him shooting the ball from so far away, I just don't know why he does it, and it's one of those things that bothers me. But hey, as if it goes in, he can shoot it from wherever the heck he wants. But I think that's what was the frustrating bit when you're a under 30% shooter and you're not shooting threes close to the 3 point line and you're launching them from 4 feet away. You're like, come on, man. Anywho, this game was awesome so far. 20 points at the half. This is the thing, and I know Schroeder has been around longer. Uh, he's he's moving up the charts in the all-time rankings in assists. So I understand why Schroeder is on a lot of the posters for FIBA, for Team Germany, and he's been the leader of the team for quite a while. But Franz is not only the future, he's the present, as we see now 20 points in the first quarter. So we shall see how the second half goes. But right now, Germany's looking like they're going to be a finalist in this tournament. They've had a great rotation. This is their fourth international tournament in a row that they made the final four, so that's something to be very proud of. So they finished with a bronze. They finished with a bronze in the last EuroBasket. They finished with the gold in the World Cup. They finished fourth place in the Olympics, and now they're in the semifinals here. So we'll see what they do. Tristan, love Tristan's game. This is exactly what it is. Luckily, he's been able to get the opportunity to shoot a bit more, but he's been fearless and just launching. So I think that's the good thing, and playing pretty good defense as well, because that's really all you're going to ask, and that's likely going to be his role on the team this upcoming season for the Magic. Finland comes out. So we started the second half. Finland comes out and they hit a basket in the paint to cut the lead to 12, 61-49. Schroeder gets the ball, top of the key, pick and roll with Tice over to Opes. Opes drives over to Bonga in the right corner, wide open. Misses that three. Little with the rebound. Passes half court. Schroeder picks him up. Markkanen off the curl. Quick three. All right, quick 5 points for Finland to cut the lead to 9. 61-52. Finland can score, so Germany's going to have to continue scoring. Again, I think it's mostly on them. It's not much that Finland can do. So they have to continue to have good shots. Bonga again wide open, this time on the left side. Ooh, he hits that one. Looks like that's what they're going to give up, especially if Markkanen's going to be playing him. Markkanen seems to be hedging over the double team. Long rebound for Markkanen there. Shoots a three himself again. Misses that one. Looks like Tice. Oh, Tyson Yankinen are having a good discussion there. Foul on Tice, it looks like. Looks like they're going to be giving up the 3 pointers to Bonga. So Bonga's going to have to step up and make them. He's hit a couple, so that's great. Little chitty chat. They're having a good time there. Tice got pushed by Yankinen, then came in, and Yankinen flops. Yeah, these freaking guys, and they're flopping. Anyway, ball into Markkanen. He knows he's gonna have to be more aggressive already. It looks you can see him. He's got that in his eyes. Little tries to go against Bonga. Markkanen tries to pump fake Tice. Good D by Tice. Good D by Tice. Didn't jump on the pump fake. Oops, catch and shoot in transition. Oops, just not hitting it this game or the last couple games. 12-point lead for Germany. Finland has the ball. Yankinen has a mismatch again. Oops. Down the shot clock again. Down to 3, 2, 1 on Bonga. Bonga rejects them. Oh, I thought they were going to call the shot clock violation. They don't. Schroeder gets tripped up. Schroeder gets picked up by Bonga. It was just funny because he's a little guy, right? So good job by Bonga on that last defensive possession, staying connected to the defender. All right, they're going to trigger it in. So Grandison has 3 fouls for Finland. They trigger the ball into Bonga. Oops comes out, gets the ball. Germany or Schroeder has the ball. They leave him wide open, and Schroeder is just going to be hitting them threes. If Schroeder hits the threes, it's game over. because he's a high volume 3 point shooter. He's 3 of 4 in this game. He's up to 16 points. So the 1-2 punch of Franz and Schroeder. Shot clock's still down to 5. Down to 5 again. So Germany's picked up their defense the last 2 possessions, last 3 possessions, making Finland use the whole clock and forcing a turnover in that last shot or in that last possession. 67-52, Germany leads, but 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Oh, step back. Ooh, missed that one. Schroeder missed that one. They do these little take file things. They do a good job in saying that it was their bad. That's another thing that's different between the NBA and FIBA. So often in the NBA, even if it's an obvious foul like that, he's like, "What happened? That wasn't me. I didn't do that." But in FIBA, they do the take foul and they're like, "Yeah, yeah, that's me." All right, Finland to trigger in the ball, turnover, right to Tice. Tice. Oh, no foul call. Looked like he got fouled on the drive when he was 1-on-1. He misses that one. 3 pointer for Finland goes in and out. Schroeder with the ball over to Obst. Ooh, it doesn't take long for him to catch fire. You don't want Obst to catch fire. He's poor guy's been really struggling in this tournament so far. Schroeder gets him the ball over in the right wing in transition, and he buries that three. He's like a Clay Thompson kind of shooter where it doesn't even look like he has the ball. That he already has it in his pocket and he's already shooting. So it's yeah, that guy. Sometimes he hits these shots and you're like, man, how the heck you hit that shot? All right, so 70-52. Let's look at some of the stats. Now we're so Schroeder's up to 16 points. He's added his imprint into this third quarter so far for Germany. Germany's still out shooting Finland 55-53. How many turnovers do they have now? 9 turnovers. So already 2 turnovers in this period in the first 3 or 4 minutes. It's going to be deadly against Finland if you're turning the ball over too much. I would trade when I go for marketing in the mid-season trade. What do you think? Ooh, that's a good one. Hold on, let me get back to the game because we've started up again. Oof. I haven't seen enough marketing, to be honest. I haven't seen too much marketing. Marketing tough basket. We just talking about marketing now. Tough basket in the lane. They tried to double team him and he's still too strong. He bounced off a couple guys and was able to get the basket. Probably should have had an and one opportunity there. Franz posting up on number 19 misses that. He's on the left hand side shooting with his right again. Number 19 pulls the trigger from 3, misses that. Schroeder comes in against it. Yikes. Franz. Franz. Ball don't lie on that one. Franz like threw the guy out of the way because he was posting up. He misses an easy layup. So Franz has missed 2 easy layups in this period so far. If you've watched any of my videos, you've heard me talk about how I would rather Franz shoot with his left hand when he's on the left side of the basket. It just makes sense in that he can shoot with his left. It's not that he can't. He can shoot with his left. He's done it in this tournament a bunch of times. For whatever reason, he just shoots with his right. And when he shoots with his right, he brings in the defender. And that's what happened in one of his misses, the defender. The second one, he threw the defender out of the way. and just missed the layup. So he's missed a couple easy baskets in this last couple possessions. This time down though, once they got the offensive rebound off one of them, and there was a foul on a foul. Schroeder drew the foul, and he hits both free throws. Germany is 72, Finland 58, or sorry, 54. Still 18-point lead for Germany. Franz gets a breather. Bonga keeps moving his feet. Opes comes into the jersey of 34. Now you got Tristan in the game. Tristan moves his feet. Great defense there. Out to a shooter in the corner, and they hit the three. Oh, it's that Mika kid, I guess. Teeman fouled on transition. Looks like he's gonna get free throws on that one. So great job by Tristan staying down, moving his feet on defense, making the Finnish player pass the ball, and that Mika kid hits a three over Teeman. If he's as lanky as he is and as athletic and can shoot, then yeah, it makes sense that this kid from Finland will be a draft prospect, especially in 2027. I wonder if he's coming to the States for college next year, or he's just going to stay in Europe. So Teeman has 6 points. First free throw is short. Finland has enough offense to at least make this a game. It's just the defense. Germany is 72 points with 15 minutes left in the game. They're gonna be they're gonna go over 100 if they continue to have put the pedal to the metal. But on the market in question that you asked, Lewis, I don't know if it's Lewis or Louis. Around the world it's pronounced a little different. Um, Mika posting up on Teeman, gets the ball out. Tristan moving his feet. You get Tristan eliminating number 13 on the team. Another turnover by Germany on a shot clock violation. Good job, German defense. Yeah, the kid talking to Teeman. Yeah, don't flop, Teeman. Oh, they did get a foul. They're gonna get a technical foul on the Mika kid. He's good on him. Hey, not afraid. You gotta love it. So while walking up, Marinin is his name, I guess. He was walking up. I guess he didn't like the defense that was being played on him. He's not used to he's not used to some defense. Teeman Teeman was talking back, and then they got him for a push. He basically, in his talking, he pushes Teeman for the free throw, and they make the free throw. My man, those got like a Neanderthal forehead. This kid, it is like his eyes are sunken in. That kid is a specimen. Anyway, ball in to Schroeder, 16-point lead for Germany, 73-57. Bonga goes through the paint. Schroeder is going to do a step back. Bonga sweeping. Oh, they don't call a foul on Tristan. Tristan does get a foul call against Mika. So Bonga shot kind of like a fadeaway, missed it. Finland looked like they had the rebound, and the guy just fell. Then Tristan picks up the ball, goes up for the layup, and Mika fouls him. 3 fouls on Mika. I think that's how you pronounce it. Mika. Tristan at the free throw line. Not a place that he gets to very often. Hits that first. And hits the second. 75-57. Back to an 18-point lead for Germany. They've turned up the defensive pressure. Markkanen for three. They didn't have good defense on that one. They left their best player wide open and trying to do a few little traps for some reason. Schroeder blow by on Mika again. That's his fourth. I don't think there's anybody in his 11th grade class that can blow by him. So it's probably going to be an interesting experience for him dealing with these grown men out here. All right, so I think I've stalled enough. I don't know. For me, it depends on how much defense Markkinen plays, right? Like he's obviously offensively skilled. I don't know if he's able to play the defense that Goga and Wendell we'd have to give up for that. I don't know if that works money wise. And then it's going to be so hard for us to fill the rest of the roster as a sec. We're likely going to be a second apron team next year. I know we want to win the championship, right? So I'm not. I want to win the championship too. If we have marketing, then yeah, that's going to be a juggernaut in a lot of ways. But man, we would have no depth at all, and we're already super expensive next year, starting next year. And then if we have that, it's just going to be way, way, way more if we have marketing. But if cap wise we're able to do it, obviously you try to win it all, and that's something that we would like to do. So I probably wouldn't be my first choice of what to do, but if that's something that they're able to somehow make work, we have to see how Markkinen's playing. Like he's been on ice in Utah for a while now, so I don't know how he does act in pressure situations. He doesn't seem like his motor is always up. So I think that for me would be the concern. Like just watching him in these games, even in the game against Georgia, he wasn't the one that was like initiating things. So I don't know if he's just a really good player or he's that player that's ready for stardom and ready to really take advantage of all that he's been blessed with genetically to take it to the next level. So that probably wouldn't be my first. Like I said, it wouldn't be the first thing I do. We'll we'll see how he plays the first half of the season, and if he's playing defense as well as he plays offense, it doesn't have to be 1-to-1 because his offense is real good. Then yeah, Franz at the top of the key does his little spin into the defender. No call on that one. Defender read the play perfectly. They knew Franz was going to do a little bit of a spin there, and Franz turned the ball over, and Tristan takes one of those take fouls to stop the fast break. I don't like the take fouls in FIBA, but I really hate the discussion that comes from if it's a take foul or whatever in the NBA, where it has to be discussed every single time. If somebody was is taking one of those foul calls, like it's annoying. Another two for Finland there. 77-64. Germany leads. Tristan, pump fake, drives in. Oh, Finland two or three stops in a row. Tristan couldn't get that one to go. And Finland cuts it to 11. Timeout Germany. It was a good attack on the closeout by Tristan. He pump faked the guy, drove the guy he pumped faked the guy off out of his shoes basically. But instead of being able to stop hit that mid range, Tristan doesn't have the mid range game just yet, and that's one of the things in my player profile about him that I was hoping for. He doesn't. He's likely going to be just a layup guy and 3-point guy, but it never hurts to just be able to have a nice little mid-range shot like that one because to he went all the way to the rim and looked like he could have had a foul call. In the NBA, it might have been a foul call, but FIBA, you never know with some of the officiating there. So he drove the ball, which is what you ask of the guy, but he was super wide open in the mid range. He could have shot a 15-footer. He could have shot a 10-footer. He could have shot any footer because there was no defender between the 3-point line and in the paint, and he drove the ball right into the guy in the paint. So So Markkanen's hit a couple threes in this quarter. So they're trying to claw their way back in. But like I say, this is it's all about Germany. It depends on how Germany plays. Right now, they missed a couple shots. They had a turnover. They did a really good play on Franz. Franz tried to spin in the lane and they read it perfectly. So Finland's done their homework, which is great. You'd love to see it. Franz triggers in the ball. They brought in Schroeder just to make sure that the run doesn't get any bigger. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left into the game. Looks like Oscar De Silva is in the game as well. Pick and roll with Schroeder. Schroeder 8 on the clock. Looks like he's going to probe. Yep, he's going to shoot a mid range. Yep, gets it over. Oh, they call it travel. Oh, there's another turnover there. 11-point lead still for Germany. 77-66 with 2:15 left in the third. Finland gets the ball down court. They have the ball on the left side there. Number 19 turns the corner and one. Okay. Drove the ball. 19 really hasn't been too involved, but he's got a pep in his step in this one. So nice layup. He turned the corner hard, and he was able to finish in the lane with his left. All right, 9-point lead. Markkanen's on the bench. Let's see if Germany's able to do anything about that. Franz with the rebound off the missed free throw. Still 9-point lead. Ball over to Banga. Back to Schroeder. Schroeder, knowing Schroeder, he's gonna shoot. No, he's a good passer. Nice pick and roll to De Silva. Out to Franz. Franz shoots it early. Misses that one. Finland. Ooh, trying to get a three there. Misses. They get their offensive rebound. The bench guys can shoot. Look at Finland. Finland's coming all the way back. 6-point lead by Germany. They're playing better defense than I thought they had it in them. So good job on them. Everybody needs to slow down. There you go. Schroeder just going to take it to the basket, make it with the left hand all day. All day. Schroeder has this nice roll. Oh, no foul. Good defense. Schroeder, no foul there. Okay, they're letting them play. Get it. Looks like Schroeder got hit on the drive on the fast break, but they didn't call it. They didn't call a foul over on the German team either. On the there was a nice good roll by the Finnish player, and he got looks like he got fouled, but no foul call. Like everybody kind of stopped. Oh, 79-71, Germany leads. Less than a minute left. 21's fouled by Banga. Their bench is lit a fire on them. Let's see if Finland has enough to stay with Germany. Germany, even if it's a close game after three, at least in the last couple of games, they've then just blown you out in the fourth quarter. So let's see if they're able to continue that trend. Because Finland, like I said, we know they've got an offense. They've their defense have played way better in this quarter, and Germany still scored on them, right? Germany still Germany still scored on them. It's just their pressure has looks like it has been bothering Germany a little bit in this third quarter. I think it's more the spirit that the bench brought. So we'll see if they stay with their bench guys a little longer. Oof. Foul on Finland. Lowe's going to go to the free throw line. I'm surprised they haven't. Shot more free throws. Let me grab me some water. Right. Low made the first. Germany's up 80-73, 81-73. We got a close enough game. Germany scored 81 points in 3 quarters in 30 minutes. This is ridiculous the way they score. But yeah, Markkanen catch and shoot three, misses that one. Number 9, Selin, I think for Finland, dives in the ball, gets another possession. Markkanen takes it to Bonga. Bonga stays his ground. Markkanen throws up a fadeaway three. Franz from the logo. Why are you so far away, Franz? Anyway, so that's the end of the that's the end of the third quarter. I don't know why. You would think the NBA players or just players who've been playing basketball their entire life have a better internal clock for when or how much time they have left and where they can shoot from. How many times do you see a guy with still like 2 seconds left pull up from half court when in 2 seconds you can get basically to the 3 point line with how fast these guys and how long they are? Anyway, whatever. We'll move on. So Schroeder is now the leading scorer in the game with 23 points, 2 rebounds, 10 assists, another double double for Dennis Schroeder. Franz doesn't score in that third quarter, going 0 of 4, it looks like. Yeah, going 0 of 4 with at least one turnover. But Franz still has 20 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. So even if that's the end of his game, again, not the most efficient game, but 20 points, you'll take that any day. And Tristan with 10 points. So we have Franz and Tristan, the second and third highest scoring players on the German team. We've got Markkanen with 16, Jankanen with 9, Hamhua with 17 for Finland. Let's see if there's any more. This is a joke of a game. Maybe there's a bit of a delay because the game looks like it's a pretty close game right now. We'll see. We'll see where we're at the end. All right. Germany triggers the ball in. 81-73. Schroeder blows past his guy, misses it, but Tice is there for the putback. 83-73. Finland is down by 10. Jankanen over to Lauri Markkanen on Franz. Tries to put his shoulder down, misses it. Good D by Franz. With the rebound up to Schroeder. Franz in the open court. Fouled. Looks like he's going to get 2 free throws there. Yeah, when Franz has a head of steam, that's going to be the death knell for the other team. So sometimes I just don't understand why we don't play faster with Franz. Franz is normally one of the guys that is down the court the fastest and trying to post up whatever little guy he has left. So hopefully we incorporate that a little bit more in the Magic offense this year, getting the ball up the court faster to Franz where he could take advantage of the smaller guys. Franz at the free throw line makes the first and misses the second. Just rattles in and out. So it's an 11-point lead. Franz with 21 points, 6 of 7 from the free throw line. Now it's Tristan's turn to play against Markkinen. Does a great job moving his feet. Oh, and they cause a travel. Yeah, I thought they called a foul on Tristan. Nah, did a great job moving his feet. Markkinen having a tough time with this defense from, I was going to say the Magic, because it's true. It was Franz and Tristan. Great job moving your feet. All right, 9 minutes left in the game. Germany's up 11, 84-73. Low has the ball top of the core, top of the key, over to Schroeder, then over to Franz in the corner. Franz doesn't take the three. He kind of drives a little bit, does a weird little spin, and misses the push shot. I like the push shot for Franz. I hope he continues to develop that more and more. Schroeder comes out to the 3 point shooter. He misses it. Offensive rebound for Germany. Ooh, Markkinen might as well get up. Yeah, sorry. I was like, okay, what's happening here? Anyway, so Markkinen saying he got hit in the face. It looks like he did get a little love tap. Oh, yeah. Tristan and the rebound went and kind of he didn't do it on purpose, but he just moved his left hand, Markkinen flopped down. They were at a disadvantage and they did a take foul on Franz. And just like always, Franz tried to pretend like he was in the middle of shooting from far away. So they trigger the ball in. It's good to see Tristan getting so much run. Low pick and roll with Tice and the foul on the pick and roll. It should be 2 free throws for Tice. It's interesting they're playing both Schroeder and Low right now. That's good. Two ball handlers. Maybe they're adjusting to the defense that Finland was playing there. They were doing pretty good at pressuring the ball. And then even having Tristan and Franz there. Tristan, Franz, and 2 point guards. Plenty of ball handling, so very switchable. Anybody could handle the ball. And then you have the perfect five in EuroBasket. Daniel Tice. Daniel Tice hits both free throws. Back to a 13-point lead for Finland. Sorry, for Germany over Finland. Germany 86, Finland 73. Looks like Germany's locked in. Markkanen turns the corner on Tice. Rejected by Tristan on the other end. Good help D by Tristan. There's a Finland shooter. Shoots the three there. Franz in the open court. Oh, it's fouled. Trying to dunk the ball. Markkanen fouls him there. No, not Markkanen. Number 19. Poor 19 seeing a lot of Franz and a lot of Tristan and a lot of play. But Tristan with the good D again. Nice block on Markkanen, who was coming from underneath the basket, trying to go on the other end, and Tristan was there to block the shot. Eesh. Hopefully, anytime you watch these big giant men fall, you're just like, man, it's amazing that they don't get hurt more often. And knock on wood, Franz is okay, shooting his free throws, up to 22 points in the game. Misses that second free throw. So two missed free throws in the game for Franz. 14-point lead for Germany. He's much more of a shooter or much more of a scorer for Team Germany than he is. They attack the closeout. Mika for three. That kid just will just flop to make sure he's trying to get the foul call. Finland hasn't scored in a few minutes. Franz, nice pass to Schroeder, and Schroeder misses the easy layup in transition. Mika trying to have a nice little highlight there. There was a foul call on Germany. Looks like on Tice as number 13 for Finland kind of went in a sweeping motion across the paint. That's Tice's fourth personal foul. One more, and he is disqualified. Looks like the head coach for Germany, poor guy, is really dealing with something because this the guy that they just showed now, who's coaching Team Germany, is the assistant coach that was leading them earlier in the tournament. It feels like it's the Minnesota situation from 2 years ago, where the Minnesota coach got his knee blown up during during the playoffs, and he was coaching from the from the second level. Anyway, Schroeder with the ball on the left hand side takes a pick, misses a 3 pointer. Germany is able to stop the fast break. Franz fouled again. Nope, they're gonna call it traveling. It's true. That was a travel. I thought they would call. Thought they called the foul before the travel. They were able to get that. So that was a little choppy of play. Schroeder did a good job of stopping the fast break by tipping the ball. Franz on the gather, waiting for guys to jump up and jump over him, shuffled his feet. So still a 12-point lead for Germany. 6:40 left in the game. Pick and roll. Number 18 shoots the three, misses it. Those are the shots that Finland was hitting last game. Shooter for three, misses it. Teeman almost got the putback. Stop ball. Oh, tried to pull. Oh, they're gonna call it. Yeah, they're gonna call it turnover. Yeah, he number 13 was the one he was dribbling the ball up, and then Teeman kind of pulled the chair, and he did a spin move and shuffled his feet. Franz is out of the game for a little bit of rest. Tristan's back in, so we still have the Magic represented. 3 turnovers this quarter for Finland. That's why they haven't been able to cut into the lead any further. Tristan steps into a three, misses that one. All right. Finland with the ball over to Little with a switch on Bonga. Bonga does a good job of seeing the mismatch and making sure that the guy doesn't get the ball, does a kick ball out of bounds. Still 87-85 or 87-75. Germany leads by 12 with 5 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game. Step back for Finland. Those threes just aren't falling. They need to hit those threes if they're going to come back. Pick and roll with Teeman. Teeman has the advantage. They've been giving the ball to Teeman a lot. Oops, with a long three, misses it. Bonga tracks down the rebound. Oops, resettles, misses that one as well. Oof. Epa, that looked like a travel as well. Whoa, and Mika throws his body in it. Germany's 0-5 from three in this quarter, keeping Finland in the game. Like I said, most of the time it's going to be whatever. If Germany wants to score, Germany seems to be able to score. Not wants to score. Of course, they're going to miss shots, but you know what I mean. Finland really doesn't have the defense to stop Germany for an extended period of time. They'll have spurts like they did to be able to cut the lead down to 9, but They're not gonna. They just don't have the defense to be able to stay with Germany the whole time. Mika's first free throw, he misses it. Still a 12-point lead for Germany. This kid is tatted up like crazy. Misses the second free throw. Tristan with the rebound off the free throw. Still a 12-point lead. Feels like we've been stuck at this score for like a minute or so. Nah, nice pass to Opst. Opst gets a three to go in. Timeout, Finland. Yeah, Finland just hasn't scored enough. And again, these games that Germany sometimes feels like they're not playing well, but they have 90 points already with still 4 minutes, 57 seconds left in the game. It's like a juggernaut. All right, so back up to a 15-point lead. Let's do a quick reset on the timeout. Schroeder, 23 points, 4 rebounds, 12 assists. Franz, 22 rebounds, 22 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. 6 of 18 shooting. That's not going to quiet the naysayers. But again, if they don't watch the game and they just look at the stats, then they can say whatever they want. And as long as his team wins, really, who cares what the people say? Number 13 for Finland, 19 points, still leading them. 19 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. Lauri Markkanen, 16 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist on 6 of 17 shooting. I was gonna say the Magic. The Team Germany just has the guys to be able to defend him, so that's why he only scored 11 points in last game and only 16 points so far in this game. So unless there's some crazy explosion, he's not gonna end up with even 20 points really. Let's see anything. All right, they triggered the ball in. Oh, try not to look at the screen because then they give me these spoilers. Number 21 of Finland turns the corner, back out to Jantinen, I think. Hits that three. Yeah, look at me. I'm knowing some of these Finnish players now. My goodness. Hits the three. So back to a 12-point game. Shooter on. Well, they have. Okay, I was going to say there's a switch to have Marketing out. The shooter shoots a three. Swish. Coming up big shooter in this second half. No defense by Germany on that one. They allow number 13 from Finland to just waltz right in all by himself, hit that finger roll. Bonga with a mismatch. Finland has to go small for their shooting. Tristan curls over, hits that 3-2, baby. Love it. Another timeout. Another timeout. It's back up to a 16-point lead, 96-80. They showed the replay. It was a nice play. He came off a curl over on the right side, not in the corner. Like if you saw the player profile I did on him, I talked about him staying in the corner. I'm not saying he only shoots from the corner. I'm not saying he should only shoot from the corner. I'm saying that he needs to continue to develop his 3-pointer all across the the court, obviously. But so far, he's been shooting better from the corner. So if that's where you're shooting the best, might as well stay there and keep hitting them threes. But as you've seen in the summer league and here in EuroBasket, he's been shooting a lot more on the wings, like above the break, or at least will be the break in the NBA. They don't have that break here in FIBA. Above the break threes, if he starts hitting those with any regularity, like he just did there, he won't fade into the background. That's all I care about with Tristan. Him not fading into the background. He needs to continue to impose his will. We can see it on the defensive end with a big block on Marketing, as well as staying down on Marketing and helping to keep him to only 16 points right now. We see it with the passing. We see it with the shooting. As long as he doesn't just stay in the background or just blend into the background, I think big things are going to happen for Tristan. Finland back with the ball. 13 at the top of the key over to Jantanen. There's a well, they thought there was a mismatch. They don't have it. Number 13 goes again. Marinin or Mika kid looks like he's fouled on the rebound attempt. I love Europe for their chanting and the fan interaction. If this was a game in the States with Finland losing, there wouldn't be people up there chanting down by 16 with 3 minutes left in the game. Mika needs to work on his free throws, it looks like. So he's 0 for 3 from 3 or 0 from 3 from the free throw line in the last couple possessions. Franz still on the bench. Finland, he makes that one. Finland down 15, 96-81 with 3:22 left in the fourth quarter. Pick and roll, Tice rejected by Mika. Back out to Tristan. Ew. Oh, wow. They look like they might have gotten Mika for being above the rim and goaltending, but they didn't. Because as we've seen a couple times, Tristan's three hit the basket or hit the rim and kind of just went up. And there's been a couple times where it's hit the basket, gone up, and kind of like and gone in. This time they look like they looked like he just went up and grabbed it, but they didn't call it, so we're moving forward. Franz back in the game, less than 3 minutes left, still up by 15. Back to Schroeder, step back, misses that one. Ball out of bounds on Tice. Double double for Tice as well. 10 points, 10 rebounds. Nice. Finland's still pretty small right now for the shooting, but they're not making their shots. Franz out in the open court. Doesn't need to push it, so they're just kind of waiting for Schroeder. Tice comes out, pick and roll. Franz over to Bonga. Bonga attacks the closeout. And no foul. I thought it was going to be a and one opportunity or a charge. Either way, nothing. But he makes the layup. Germany 98, Finland 81, 17-point lead. Comfortable lead at this point. 2 minutes left in the third or in the fourth. It's been comfortable for a while, but they're going to score 100 points for the first time in a couple games. They only scored 99 points last game. Good game for Tristan. Franz has had a good game in that he's out there, he's pushing, even if his 3 point shot isn't going, which he's hit a few threes, so that's great to see. He actually just hasn't been as efficient within the 3 point line. That's what people are gonna say, but it doesn't really matter. So Mika tries to drive on Bonga, doesn't go. Franz with the basketball in the open court, over to Low, back to Franz. Franz out to Obst. Oops, doesn't go. If Oops were hitting his open threes, they would have probably scored 120 points. Markkanen's already out of the game. It's odd that they have him out of the game. I know they're down big, but you should have your best player out there. 3 pointer by Finland cuts it to a 14-point lead with a minute 22 left in the game. Low pick and roll with Oscar da Silva, Franz. takes a step back jumper, misses that one. Looked like the ball kind of slipped out of his hands as he went up to collect the basketball. Moves his feet. Good D by Franz. 21 with the 3-pointer. Misses it. Less than a minute left in the game. 52 seconds. And 52.9 seconds left in the game. Germany up by 14. Just going to play this one out. Low takes on Mika over to Bonga. 8 left in the shot clock. 5 left in the shot clock. It's going to take him. He's going to get rejected. This kid is good. Nope. He misses the layup attempt. They let them score because you don't want to stop the clock. The clock is your friend. So Finland's going to end up scoring likely 86 points to Germany's 98. They didn't. Germany's not going to score 100 points. They scored less points in this game than they did last. But they advance. That's all that matters. Germany's going to advance 98-86 versus Finland. Game is over. All right, let's do a final check on the stats. Schroeder ended up leading Team Germany with 26 points, 5 rebounds, 12 assists, 6 of 15 from the field, 4 of 9 from 3. That's real big for them after the way he's been shooting the last couple games. Franz, 22 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 6 of 19 shooting, 3 of 8 from 3. We'll take that. 7 of 9 from the free throw line. So yeah, oddly he even missed his free throws in the second half. So not a good second half for Franz, only 2 points. But again, keeping his imprint in the game, making sure he played good defensively against Markkanen. And then 2 guys from Finland. Markkanen ends up with 16 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist on 6 of 17 shooting and 2 of 9 from 3. So nice from the German defense. And Tristan da Silva, 13 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and 18 minutes of action. So he really didn't play even as much as I thought to score 13 points. So good job in him staying ready and willing to shoot. 4 of 7 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3. Even hit a couple free throws. So that's a great thing for the Magic. So to recap for the Magic, Franz had an okay game. Weirdly, I felt this game was okay versus the game he played in the last one against Slovenia. I don't know why. I don't know why. That's why I feel. I'll watch the game again just to kind of have a better feel to see if it's just something that it's a little too early for me and I'm feeling tired. I don't know what's up, but especially in that second half, I felt he forced the things a little bit too much, but ultimately 22 points, you're not going to sneeze at that again in a 40-minute game, scoring 22 points, 20 of them in the first half. So we were looking for a big second half, so he would have had a really impressive stat line, but 22 5 and 2, nothing to sneeze at. He played really good defense as well, so this is one of those games that if you're judging it, and I'll give a score later on in my breakdown video, but I think he did well. Obviously, it's even again in his role. So sometimes it's a guy's role to just be the shooter, even if you don't make a lot of them. That's your role. Your role is to be a scorer, and that's what he has on the Magic. That's what Paolo has on the Magic. That's basically their role is to score the basketball. Obviously, you'll take any defense that they play, and we know Franz is going to put in the work on the defense. So that's his role in this team. Him and Schroeder are the offensive hubs. So 19 shots. That's good to see that he's putting up shots. It felt earlier in his career he didn't want to shoot as much, but now he's comfortable putting up 19 shots in basketball games. So that's good. Hopefully he continues that on the Magic. He doesn't always have to shoot 19 shots because we're going to have better offense this upcoming season. Pretty much like how it is on Team Germany. He's got a lot of shooters around him, and he's got another guy there that will take on the load with him. So we'll see on that. So okay game for Franz, better than okay. I feel like I'm discounting his defense on Markkinen. He wasn't the primary defender on him, but when he was switched up on him, he put in the work. He made it difficult on him, and he wasn't pushed around by the bigger Markkinen. So good game by Franz. Not a great game, but a really good game. About very good. Not great, but very good game for Franz. Tristan, for his role, I think he was excellent. So if we want to talk about very good versus great, I think Tristan had a great game because, again, it's all about role. It's not his role really to score very often. It's his role to be ready to take the shot, be ready to hit the shot. Obviously, you want to hope that they hit the shot, but just being ready, coming in, playing good defense. He also had his turn with Marketing and also held up very well, holding him down, helping to hold him down to below his averages for the tournament. So Tristan had an excellent game. 3 of 5 from three. Love that. He's shooting over 50% from three in the tournament, and that's just going to go up now with another 60% 60% shot from 3 point range in this one. Also 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Again, 18 minutes is better than the last game. He only had 12 minutes in last game, so having an extra 50% game action is going to help, but also him shooting comfortably, being open and being confident enough to take that shot. We're going to need that on the Magic. We're going to need to make sure that he feels empowered to be shooting that shot, because the more points we can score off the bench, the better our scoring is going to be. And if we have a high scoring bench, then I already think we're going to be a top 2 seed. I know a lot of people have us as a top 3 seed in the East. I think we're at least going to be the second seed just because of Cleveland's injuries at the moment and just the way things go. We know Cleveland and New York aren't going to probably push as hard in the regular season, while the Magic should push hard because they need to really learn what it's like to eventually be the hunted, to be the ones that people want to beat, especially if their record is really good when the team is starting to play them. So let's hope that they're still learning the things that we hope they're learning. Franz and Tristan, they seem to be developing well. They seem to be playing really well for Team Germany, and we'll see what they have in store in the final. So we'll do a quick little stats check just to see. Germany ends shooting 42% from the field, 43 if you round up. Finland 46%. Yeah, Germany again didn't have a great second half, and scoring 98 points is just ridiculous. 46 from two, 40% from three, 84% from the free throw line. Finland just couldn't hit their threes. That was what they would have needed to hit if they were going to make this really interesting. Good on them. They fought back to bring it down to a 9 point lead, but Germany was never really worried about losing this game in the second half. Finland out rebounds Germany, but the turnovers are what hurt them. 14 turnovers to 7 for Germany. It's going to be real tough to beat Germany if you're turning the ball over and not hitting your threes. So that's going to be it for this game. Thanks for watching. For those that were here with me, looking at the comments, I think that's it. Thanks. Well, thank you. I appreciate you staying and watching for a little bit. I know it's early on the East Coast on a work day, so I know it's early in North America for the game, and it's during a work week. So I don't really expect too many folks to watch these, but I really appreciate you, or watch them live at least. I really appreciate you guys spending the time talking a little bit magic with me. Have a great day.